Hi everybody, it's Kendra. I'm working on a tutorial for my Reeling in Memories blog. So who is ready to talk about wacky rigging? I am. Hopefully you guys are too. So tonight I am going to cover some out-of-the-box ways to wacky rig. But first I'm going to cover something really important, which is a tool every single one of you need to have in your tackle bag. It is the Wacky tool. Now this particular one is the Brute, which has the wider cylinder on it. Great for your bigger baits, your creature baits. You can even use it on frogs, any bigger bodied bait. Now, I've already taken, up here is the storage for your rings. I've actually taken one and slid it down on the cylinder so I can show you exactly how to put it on your plastic. I'm demoing with the Case Plastics Sink and Salty Shad. Basically, I'm going to take the meat of the body and I'm going to divide that in half. Kind of mark it with my fingers. Slide the bait into the cylinder here and pop my ring on. There you go. Now all you have to do is, I like to slightly just skin hook the bait underneath the ring, just a tiny bit, and it's set to go. The really great thing about this is you can really play around with where you put the ring. You can slide it a little more forward, slide it a little further back, and it totally changes the motion of the bait in the water. It can give it a really erratic fall, which can trigger bites on a tough day. Now, I use 3 different types of hooks when I am wacky rigging. In 10 feet of water and deeper, I use a weighted wacky hook. I use a traditional wacky hook, which is on this one, or a weedless version. And then I also wacky rig on a drop shot. Really works fantastic. Gets it down to the bottom, and then you can just kind of pop it up a little bit and let it drop back down. It works fantastic. Now, here's the nitty-gritty of what I want to get into tonight. Thinking outside of the box. Using something other than stick baits when you're wacky rigging. Tonight I am covering the Zipper Worm and Case Plastics baits. These are phenomenal baits at phenomenal prices. I really work on a tight budget, and these are really a high quality at a low cost. I'm going to start out with the Zipper Craw. This bait is a very, very universal bait. I love to use it wacky rigging. It has, hopefully you can see here, it's got these little ridges that vibrate when it's falling in the water. Really is a great bait for triggering really big bites. Now you've got to play around with how you rig this, because obviously it's going to be a little heavier in the front to get a really decent fall. Excuse my cold, it's been driving me nuts. You got the Mad Tom, which looks like a little baby catfish. The Charlie Mander, which is a salamander. You can rig him right up in the middle, let him fall. Bass absolutely love these. The Wacky Jack, this is a really unique bait. It tapers on the ends, gives a ton of motion when it's falling. Now, stick bait wise, traditionally everybody uses the bigger baits. I had great success with this little 4.5 inch magic stick. My favorite color is pumpkin seed, by the way. I really caught a ton of fish on this particular bait, and I loved it drop shotting, but I also just used it regular wacky rigged as well. And obviously, as I covered in the demo, you cannot leave this bait behind. It's the Sink and Salty Shad. It works amazing wacky rigged. Hopefully, I gave you guys some new ideas to try wacky rigging. I hope to see you guys back on my blog again with another tutorial. Maybe I'll do drop shotting next time. Have a great evening. Bye, everybody.